Okay, this is hilarious. I was on Twitter, and you see the picture next to me. They're saying they're fighting the good fight against fascism since 1941. They failed to recognize that during World War II, the guy who hired these Antifas is no more than a Nazi himself. His name is George Soros. He helped the Nazis round up Jews so they could go to the concentration camps and be exterminated. You see, it looks like there's nothing there, it's just a shadow. You can also do it like this. Oh, that's even better, right? See, that don't work either. So let's just stick to this. No, that one. So, I'm sorry, I can't help it. I mean, the level of stupidity has no end. I mean, he's helping Nazis round up Jews to be killed. He's hiring young people to fight against fascism, which he is himself. You can't see the oxymoron in this. No, what it's all about, you know, is just about making chaos so they can bring order out of chaos. And I actually asked this idiot female, fighting fascism, does that include burning down innocent people's businesses? You don't know if that person you just burned that store down is a fascist, do you? But you hired by a fascist. I mean, God help us, right? I mean, the level of stupidity is there is no level apparently when it comes to the young generation in this country. They are something right up there. So yeah, what can I say? What more is there to say other than they're stupid? They don't realize who George Soros is. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, right? It's all about the money they make by doing what they're doing. They don't give a shit who they work for as long as they get their paycheck and a phone number to a lawyer written on their arm with a Sharpie pen when they get arrested. So they can get back out on the street immediately and start burning more businesses down and throwing rocks. Yeah, bricks carried in by pallets to throw at law enforcement. Antifa should be glad that they're not trying that in Texas. That would be a one-way ticket for you. People will shoot you. You do understand that, right? They will shoot you. And there'll be no one left of you. And we will leave you for the coyotes to feed on. It's that simple. But you're in Oregon where everybody over there is liberal pussies. So you can get away with it because no one over there dares to stand up. But you better watch out you don't go to red states and carry out your bullshit. You're not going to fare well there. You're going to have a populace coming against you. And they won't give a shit about law enforcement. They're going to take care of business themselves. You can count on it. They will. So that's all I have to say. But just take a look at the picture. What an oxymoron. George Soros is a Nazi, fascist, who helped the Nazis killing Jews, while he went in and stole all their gold and all their values when they have left with the Jews. That's how George Soros got rich. And now he sits as one of the most powerful men in the world, and he's a Nazi. And Antifa, you're working for a Nazi, and you're fighting fascism. Oh man. I mean, it's like this meme I also have, and that is, watching this presidency is like being tied to a chair watching a toddler playing with a loaded gun. I mean, well, I told the Antifa biatch, just make sure that you're all west of I-5 when Cascade fault line go off. Then we know the rest of the story, and it won't be long before that thing is going on. There's actually some pretty disturbing things going on at the volcano at La Palma in the Atlantic Ocean outside the coast of Portugal. It has massive swarms of earthquakes, which is hair-raising to those who are monitoring it. They're not happy about what's going on. And the entire Atlantic Sea floor is destabilizing. Something is going on, and it's going to hurt at some point in time. And according to Israeli News Live, there are rumors, well, it is actually facts, but he cannot say where his source is from, because he is, he is what he is. That China and Russia is working together in order to make that slump of the west side of this volcano slide into the ocean. And then we're looking at possibly 300 feet tsunami rushing in over Florida, and 100 feet tsunami on the east coast of the rest of the United States. South America will also get hit severely. And then the Russians and the Chinese, in that manner, working together apparently, they don't have to launch a nuclear bomb, right? They've already cleared the path. Millions of people, approximately 40 million people, just wiped off the planet, dead. And you have approximately 6 hours to get out of harm's way when it goes off. And do you think that the Biden regime is going to warn you about it? No. He's just going to take off in his helicopter and take off and leave you to fend for yourself. The rest of the government too. Do you actually know, I've said this before I think, do you actually know what the infrastructure bill is? It has nothing to do with fixing our computer system, our internet, our bridges, our roads, our transportation systems such as railroads. It has nothing to do with that. It's a code word for continuity of government. Like when they're using the code word carbon footprint that needs to be brought down to nearly a zero. Carbon footprint equals extermination of humans. Fact. And I have that from a reliable source. Those money allocated to the infrastructure bill, that $1 trillion, which is now, they want up, what is it, $3.6 trillion? It's just going to take that money, that wealth, suck it out of you, and then they're just going to let the whole thing, the whole cart of house fall apart. While they're sitting and drinking champagne, whiskey, and smoking cigars and laughing their asses off. That's the kind of people we're dealing with. And George Soros is one of them. And Antifa is bloody helping that bastard. But George Soros in Eastern Europe and in Israel is wanted for war crimes. if they get their hands on him, he's going to die. They will kill him. And I freaking hope they get their hands on him. And why haven't Israel, I don't understand that, the most powerful and efficient intelligence agency, Mossad, why are they not doing it themselves? Going there, find the bastard, they already know where he is at all times, and snuff him out. Bye, gone. No more. Problem solved. Don't I look funny? Well, that's not, you see, that's not how the shape is, it's just how freaking shades are falling. Looks like I got horns, right? Well, that's what I have to say right now. So, take a look at the picture on my left side there. And look at the oxymoron. Come on. I don't even know what to say. It's just BS. All of it. Everything is just BS. All I can say to you, and you might not want to hear it. Oh, Jupiter got hit by an asteroid yesterday. Big one. Big one. Earth killer. I got a link in the description box below for that. Big one. What I wanted to say before I remember that is, you might not like to hear it, but I urge you to find Jesus now, not tomorrow, yesterday. This house of cards is going to come down, and it's going to come down so fast it'll make your head spin. And now I also hear that the elitists are scrambling right now because they just realized, and that's NSA, CIA, FBI, all the other filthy bastards have just realized that what Biden is doing and what Milley is doing, private conversations with China on the phone, which is treason, they are afraid that Biden is just going to hand America over to China, and if Joe Biden is doing that, they will lose everything. Everything they have invested in here in the United States, all their values, all their assets, everything is gone. And they don't want that. They want to hold on to, they think they can take all that with them when they die. Just let them think that. I mean, you're born naked, you're going to die naked. Get my drift. You've got nothing. You're not going to take your money with you when you die. There is no afterlife where you can live in a mansion and having all you had in your prior life. It's not how it works. You go up there if you're a believer, and then you spend eternity there, and you won't need anything because you already have everything, and forever. Chose to go down instead. Well, I don't know how that is, but from my understanding, it's not going to be a joyride, and it's going to be for eternity, because your soul is eternal. It don't die. It cannot die. It's immortal. So it lives on forever. So if you bound somewhere in eternal darkness, how do you think that's going to be for you? Is that something you want to try to experiment with? Because there is no turning back from that. You can't cry out to heaven and say, oh, I am sorry, I regret what I have done. Can I repent now? Sorry, you made your choice. Your choice is final. And that crap they're trying to make mandatory is part of the condemnation, part of the destruction of you. You just keep taking it, it's fine. But the last one is the mark of the beast. And that's when you make your choice. Actually, when you have had all those boosters, you won't be able to make the last choice, the significant choice, yes or no, because you're already transformed into something not human. And it's going on right now. I don't care what you want to call it. I know what it is. I know what it does. Slowly and gradually, it's turning you to not be a human being anymore. Meaning you're not unblemished. Meaning you've got no place in heaven either. You've got to understand that. This is not a game. This is not a game, people. There are no second chances here. You need to make your decision. You need to come to grips with what we're facing. Don't wait too long. It might just be too late, because you are not promised tomorrow. Tomorrow you drive to work and a semi-truck barrel into you. Maybe because you wasn't paying attention. You just pulled out in front of it like so many people do. They just think, oh, semi-truck, it could just stop. You know, I just stop, you know, like a car. Do you know how long it takes for a freaking semi-truck to stop from 60 miles an hour? 1.5 football lane. And you're pulling out 100 feet in front of them. Do you think he can stop? 100 feet is 30 yards. I'm not talking about 150 yards. 30 yards, you're dead. And when you die, where do you go? Depending on where your heart is. If it's with the Lord, you're okay. If not, you're going to be put in a waiting position, and then you're going to be judged at the end. And you're not going to heaven. So, be careful out there. Watch your six. Don't take chances. Your life is precious. It's not a game. You are not promised tomorrow. None of us are. Tomorrow, New York City could be hit by an asteroid, because this asteroid field that is coming in has already hit Jupiter. In a few months it will arrive in our orbit, and we are going to witness fireworks, and we are going to witness impacts. Smaller ones, not giant ones, but big enough to take out a little city of 1,000 people and create a lot of fire. And we shall see fires. We will start with water, which we're getting a lot of right now, and then the water will, you know, recede. Actually, the water will go away, no rain, and then everything starts drying up, and everything starts to catch fire. And I saw fire mingle with blood raining down on earth, where 1/3 of all the trees were burned up, and all the green grass was burned up. We're not going to have a destruction by water like in the days of Noah. This one is going to be with fire. It's going to get extremely hot, people. Very, very hot. It's going to be so unbearable to be outside. And if you are in the sunlight, you will be scorched. Because what the brightness of the sun is right now is going to be 7 times what it is now. And it's going to burn you, literally burn you, 3rd-degree burns in minutes for being outside. You can only travel at night. You cannot travel during day. You lock down or you perish. You will be burned to crisp. That's what we're facing. Oh no, Bible thumping. Hey, over 60% of the Bible is prophecy. All the prophecies in the Bible up to this day has been fulfilled, and there are yet prophecies to be fulfilled. So what makes you think that the rest of the prophecies that has not yet been fulfilled is not going to be fulfilled when all the other ones before them, before right now, has been fulfilled? Do you think God is going to lie to you? If you lie to another one, to your friends, your spouse, colleagues, there is no truth in you. There's no love in you. Because you shall not bear false witness. You gotta better get used to it, because I'm not going to shut up. And if you feel like I have stepped on your toes by saying the things that I have said, even through all the years, well, you have a problem. I don't have a problem, because I'm speaking you the truth of what's coming and what is fact. I don't put something out there that I don't know a damn thing about. What if someone says, okay, you're saying that, prove it. And what I said, I didn't know a damn thing about. How can I then prove what I'm saying? That makes me a liar. And that's not what I'm here to do, lie to you. Not at all. We are all in the same sinking boat. All of us, all 7 billion people, we are all in the same sinking boat. There is no escape for any of us. We are all going to experience bad things. Some of us are going to be taken away before the real crap starts up. And those who are left behind, I freaking hope before your life ends brutally that you find Jesus. Because then there's hope for you. There's always hope for you. But it's a matter of your heart condition. I'm not talking about you've got heart fibs or AFibs and whatever. I'm talking about what do you feel inside. You know perfectly well what's right and what's wrong. You know. You don't have to look up in a book to find out what is right and what is wrong. You already know. That is encoded in your soul. From birth, from conception, that little code is already embedded in you. You know. So you have no excuses. You know already what's right and what's wrong. You don't have to ask anybody for that answer. You already know. You can test it yourself. You don't believe me? You know. And you know I'm right. And you hate it. Scoffers. You hate I'm right. Because I am right. But for real, there are no second chances. And you are not promised tomorrow. So you kind of, right now in this moment, have to make up your mind. What do you want to do? Are you going to ask Him, our Father sent, to come into you and save you? All it takes is all your mind, all your heart, and with all your soul. Ask and mean it. You can't just say, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. Jesus knows every single hair strand on your hair up here. So, don't you think He knows if you mean it or not? I think so. So it has to be genuine. There's no, He's all knowing. He knows the end from the beginning. But foremost, He is love. Think about it. You are here right now. You're listening to my voice right now. And why are you here? Because of His love and His grace. That's why you're here. I'm going to end this video because I can keep on forever and forever. And I can make your ears bleed with what I have to say. Well, I'm going to take it in small sections. So this was one of the sections. No, it is one of many sections I have made for the last decade. But I'm not a pastor, in a big mega church or anywhere else having a congregation. I don't have that. I only have me, my heart, my soul, and my mind. And you can bet on I can put 2 and 2 together. Yeah. And to me, it's not very hard to figure out what the heck is going on right now. The house of cards is coming down very, very fast. And you are from this moment on, and you've been all your life, but even more now, not promised tomorrow. So it's seriously time for you to make a decision. Someone is plotting something severely bad. It's going to cost a lot of people's lives. A lot of people. And those who's behind it, they don't care. Because they work for the evil one. And when you pray at night, the last thing in your prayer is ask for protection against the evil one. Always, every time you pray, you ask for protection against the evil one, because he is working right behind you. And he is waiting for the right exact moment where you are vulnerable, and then he's going to swoop in and deliver an answer for you, and you might believe a lie. And then you have condemned yourself. See to you not deceived. First commandment from Yeshua. See to you not deceive. Let no man deceive you. No one. And love thy brothers, your sisters, like I loved you. And then go do what you're supposed to do, and that is to spread the gospel to the whole world. And that has been done. Very successfully. But people are so impatient. Oh, when is he coming back? Oh, he's not coming this time. He's not coming that time. Hey! What does the scripture say? We have to go through 7 brutal years before he returns. And there has to be an Antichrist standing in the holy place, the son of perdition. That has not come to pass yet. So don't give up. Be patient. If you're not going home, take it home before it all unfolds, and you're still here. You will know when the son of perdition is announced. You won't doubt it, because he will cause all, small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, kings, everyone, to receive a mark on his right hand or his forehead. And that is what is the part of what's going on right now, which they so desperately want everybody to have, and trying to make laws to make that happen. Just make sure they don't do it to you with any means necessary. You are the sole keeper of this temple, which is your body. No politician, no lawmaker decides what happens to your temple. That is a decision you make for yourself. Over and out. God bless you.